Hey, this is Andre, and welcome to the Bits of Good Bootcamp. Today what we're going to be doing is going over React. So first, let's talk about what exactly is React, and this is coming directly from the official docs. React is a declarative, efficient, and flexible JavaScript library for building user interfaces. I didn't think I could sum it up any better than the docs themselves, so I just copy and pasted that down there. And so then why do we like it? Why do we teach React? There's lots of reasons to teach React, and so the three that I picked out here, it enables us to build single-page applications, and what that means is the client really is only loading the website once, or the web application once, and then from there, the application makes a bunch of API calls, but the actual web page will never reload. So this is a pretty cool thing for performance, and it allows us to do some pretty interesting usability features that we otherwise wouldn't really be able to do if we were loading a web page every single time. It just has a very different feel. It tends to feel a little snappier, a little quicker than if you had to wait for a web page to load every single time you did something. It also increases developer productivity. The way that React organizes itself, kind of like the methodology that it follows, leads developers to build like more efficient, scalable, reusable applications. So that's a pretty cool thing. And then finally, there's a big performance benefit with React, and the reason is because it uses something called a shadow DOM, and essentially what that does is it ensures that React isn't updating the DOM or like the actual web UI that you see in your browser more than it has to. It optimizes what it needs to change and only does that minimum amount. Okay, and then so if we see here at the bottom, this is actually our first piece of viable React code. So you can see it's really, in this case, it's not too complicated. By the end of this series, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of everything that's going on here. But for now, let's just dive into this CodePen example, and you can see that in fact this does render something on our screen. We'll be using CodePen a lot because it's just a really easy way to look at React code in a quick way without setting up the environment. So just something to get used to as well. All right, let's go back. Now, you might be asking, okay, there's a lot of other front-end libraries or frameworks that are available, the most popular being Angular and Vue in addition to React. And so why do we teach React? And one of the reasons that we teach React is because it has such a wide acceptance and developer base. So you can see that this is a graph here showing the downloads from NPM from 2015 to present day. This is Halloween in October 2018. And you can see that React has far outpaced both Angular and Vue in terms of downloads. Actually, you can see in the last year, Vue has started to take over Angular in terms of downloads, but both pale in comparison to where React is. And it's really hard to get a very solid measure on how much a framework is used. Some people look at GitHub stars. I've found that NPM downloads is a pretty reliable case, but even that, it's not necessarily the best metric. But even from this flawed metric, you can see that React has a really, really big user base. And for that reason alone, I think it's worth knowing. Okay, so that was your introduction to React. And in the next couple videos, we will start to get down into the details.